get students together to have this conversation. Why is it that these topics are not discussed every day in college? Because the kind of attitude that is now being brought out is one of indifference. Don't care about it, listen to your music, watch your movies, eat your McDonald's burger and be happy. That's the kind of attitude that is being promoted. So if you are not bothered about it, I think yesterday we were discussing this yesterday, that the kind of things we see on television now, that we are more concerned about HRLN's baby instead of what's happening in our own backyard. Because that's what the media also wants us to see. They don't want us to discuss serious issues. They don't want us to understand serious issues, because once we start understanding, we will start questioning. And once enough number of people start questioning, the government will have to answer. And then what will we do? So therefore it's much easier for them that we continue to be indifferent. Oh, they are corrupt, this is politicians are bad, this is that, the country is going to dogs, that's it. But we need to get to a point where we start making a difference in our own ways. However we choose to do that, however we find that. Those solutions have to come from within. But that's the step that we need to start with. And so that's where we need to start thinking about what solution. What can you do? What will you do?
So, I would like to ask you one question. My question is like this. So, I would like to Indian English. Because today I come across that most of the youth people are speaking only English. And less number of people are speaking Hindi. So, I think that Hindi language is the national language. So, we should be encouraged the Hindi language rather than the English. So I don't want to speak any other language except Hindi. So I cannot speak proper way in Hindi, even though I still try to speak in Hindi. मेरा क्वेश्चन ऐसा है कि अगर हम भी थोड़ा ट्रैवल एरिया से बिलोंग करता हूँ, ऐसा है लोग का वो में ट्रैवल एरिया में इक्वल प्रोटेक्शन नहीं मिलता है गवर्नमेंट से। जैसे दूसरा स्टेट में प्रोटेक्शन राइट मिलता है उसे नहीं मिलता। एक उसका सिचुएशन ट्राइब एरिया का सिचुएशन को भी बताना चाहूँगा कि मेरा एक विलेज है, मैं एक विलेज में एक बस्ती में रहता हूँ, उसमें डॉक्टर है, दो डॉक्टर है, उसमें फार्मेसी लगा हुआ है, अपना बेनिफिट भी है, जो फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट मेडिसिन आता है उसको उधर बेचता है। और क्या करता था उसमें मेरा दो दोस्त था, उन्होंने जो फिल्म में बहुत इंटरेस्ट था, फिल्म में हम बोला फिल्म जाना होने को ऐसा होने से बड़े अच्छा नहीं होता, उल्लू बोलता है सेक्सी वाला फिल्म इसको देखने के लिए बहुत इंटरेस्ट होते हैं। हमसे शाम को एकदम दौड़ के 1 किलोमीटर जैसा है और हॉस्टल था उसमें वो जो जाता है। मुझको ऐसा लगा कि जो मूवी जो मेकर्स है वो लोग का वजह से भी उनका सोसाइटी ट्रैवल एरिया इफेक्ट पड़ रहा है। जैसे आजकल साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलप होने का वजह से क्या वो ड्रेस में है ये सब से थोड़ा सेक्सी वाला ये वीडियो बनाते हैं ना,
growth related environment. For the existence of tribal people, their main occupation is cultivation, and they are not only economically attached with forest but also spiritually, because they do worship streams, trees, pathas, they worship nature. और भाई ने बोला आर्टिकल 21 ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन सेज राइट टू लाइफ और पर्सनल लिबर्टी। अगर एक आदिवासी इतना अटैच है एनवायरमेंट के साथ, अगर उसको हटा के हम शहर में टाउन में यहाँ रखेंगे, या तो पेड़ है मुंबई में रखेगा वैसे ही जंगल नहीं पाएगा, तो मर जाएगा। बिकॉज he or she is habituated of that environment. So in that case, I should like to suggest one thing. Under Article 32 of Indian Constitution, if somebody's fundamental right is violated, then we can seek writ petition before High Court, for Supreme Court, and under Article 226 before High Court. But in this case, the tribal people, their right at large is affected. कैसे हम आपको बताया, because they do worship nature, and we have been enumerated under Article 25 to 28 Indian Constitution, right to religion. If their right to religion is violated, because it is a fundamental right, they can move before the High Court Supreme Court. In this way, because they do worship nature, environment, if government restricts them from that place, then automatically their fundamental right is violated. So, if in the case of personal case, if somebody's right is violated, he can move or writ petition. If the interests of community are large affected, then we can seek public interest litigation, PIL. So my brother, I would like to suggest you, if in your area state does something which is against you, and if your fundamental right is violated, then you can seek the help of court. And if it is pro bono public or if it is benefit for the people, any individual, not only a lawyer, but any student also can file a PIL. So this is my question. Thank you.
कोर्ट से उनको न्याय मिलेगा आपको लगता है? आपको लगता है कि इस मामले में कोर्ट से उनको न्याय मिलेगा?
सर, राइट तो है। आंबेडकर ने बोला था, राइट ऐसे वैसे नहीं मिलता, हमको खींच के छोड़े क्या नहीं वाला कोई को, we'll have to snatch it. It is like a mango tree. It is like a mango. ऊपर है, हमको उसको तोड़ के लाना है या चढ़ के लाना है, या पे डिपेंड करता है। अगर हम ऐसे ही प्रोटेस्ट करते रहे, justice, if justice is there, peace can be restored. If peace is there, development is sure. Justice, peace and development. थ्रू जस्टिस हम बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं। सभी लोग कहते हैं यहाँ जस्टिस डिलेड, जस्टिस डिनाइड, जस्टिस हमारा बायस हो गया है। We do not have authority. हम कर सकते हैं, ऐसे वैसे नहीं मिलेगा। जो फ्रीडम पाने के लिए कितना साल लगे? राइट लाने के लिए आपने बोला कि आप ला सकते हैं, जरूर ला सकते हैं। हम जैसे नौजवान HRLN really they are taking awesome initiative.
What I was saying something different. I was saying कि सिर्फ कोर्ट के द्वारा न्याय मिलेगा ऐसी बात नहीं है। मैं भी वकील हूँ।
अलग रास्ते भी है, अलग रास्ते भी है।
हाँ, लेकिन कोर्ट द्वारा लोगों को न्याय मिलता है, ऐसे बहुत लोगों का अनुभव नहीं है। बस इतना ही न्याय रखें कि उन्हीं से कि इनमें फायदा किया है, हाँ, उससे न्याय मिलेगा इज नॉट नेसेसरी, क्योंकि उस PI के द्वारा सुधा न्याय नहीं मिल सकता है। ऐसे भी लोग क्या तो यू टू एडिशन टू फाइटिंग PI और भी रास्ते रहेंगे।
रास्ते है, being a law student, I suggest it. हम protest करेंगे।
Being a lawyer, can you tell you something that's work?
Every time it doesn't work.
It is law is not the only tool to achieve justice. So I would like to change the question. Sir, he is given only the remaining to his answer. PI is the only remaining. So if there is other remaining, so please suggest if there is any other remaining before filing PI, if there are other steps can be taken, please suggest so that we can take those steps.
Sir, in PIL under Constitution to Article 26, it has been mentioned that if there is no provision provided under the law or in any code, then after you have to opt for PIL. First, you have to look after the other parts for your rights. Then after, if you are not having any, if you are not having any way to gain your right, then you have to approach towards the High Court or Supreme Court. This is not a simple thing that you are not getting anything from and if someone go for PIL. No, this is not kind of thing that it is. That's why many PILs are get rejected on this basis only. If you are having a genuine problem and which cannot be solved out by anyone, then you have to approach for PIL or petitions in High Court and Supreme Court.
सही है, लेकिन जो मैम ने कहा था उसे ही जवाब दिया है, क्योंकि मैम ने कहा था कि ऐसे लॉयर मेरा अनुभव है कि आपका अनुभव बताइए।
हम बार-बार यही कहते रहते हैं जब भी हम जैसे स्टूडेंट से बात कर रहे हैं, एक्टिविस्ट से बात करते हैं, किसी से भी बात करते हैं कि लॉ का जो रास्ता है, आप कोर्ट में जाके केस फाइल करेंगे, go ahead and file case, file a PI, whatever it is that you want to do. It's one of the ways. Please be sure, we'll be very clear as law students, as any other students, as people who are going to become future lawyers, whatever else, that law is one of the ways.
Mostly like the last.
Mostly it will be one of the last ways, and it will still only have an effect of creating a pressure. That also only if you're lucky.
No, but see, let's look at this. The reason we decided to spend time with young people and get friends and activists to come and speak with you is because the education system that we are a part of doesn't tell us so many things. On the contrary, it doesn't only hide, it also tells you wrong things. By the same logic, if your law textbooks tell you something, which is what you're telling us, 226, blah blah blah, you tell us Article 14, Article 21, then by the same logic, then there is so much those textbooks are not telling you. Yeah? Our experience has been, and let's put as a question, which PILs work? Tell us. We all keep celebrating PILs. Tell us which PILs work. Human Rights Law Network with authority. It was a mass production machine of PILs. And I'm sure that among the 30 officers we had, we did the largest number of PILs that are given organized on a variety of topics, from women in hospitals being forced or outside hospitals being forced to deliver outside the hospital because they were not admitted because they had documentation. Housing rights in a large number of cities. Food security, because poor people, tribals, Dalits were not given even rice and grains. That